Hey guys, welcome. So today I'm going to be making a side for your holiday meal. Is it a healthy side or just a tasty treat? Why can't it be both? For me, this year, after days on end of Thanksgiving leftovers, what I really needed was a salad. Don't tell anybody, I know it's embarrassing. I love Thanksgiving. The green bean casserole, the turkey, the mashed potato is so delicious. Just, beige food after beige food after beige food. And I love me some beige food, but was craving a salad. Whenever I think of a holiday salad though, I need something that brings something to the table, not only in taste, but also in leftover ability. At the end of the video, I'll even give you a few shortcuts if you're not into rubbing your salad. My name is Heather, and I want you to feel confident in the kitchen and be able to make any recipe your own while having fun with the process. Making a holiday salad starts with a good vinaigrette. I'm one of those people who keep jam jars and reuse them for things like this, and also just as cute drinking glasses. Instead, you could whisk this together in a bowl if you'd prefer. We're using about a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, then add in your sweetener. You could use maple to add to the festivities, but I know I'm not a fan of the maple flavor except on pancakes, so I opted for honey. But if you like agave or even regular sugar, you can use those instead. If using straight sugar, I would say cut back a little to start with. Then equal parts sweetener to apple cider vinegar, so that just means 1 to 1. So if you're using about a tablespoon of sugar, then I would say use about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You can eye this too. You can always taste and adjust later as needed. And then you need about a teaspoon or 2 of Dijon mustard. I don't harp on things often, but Dijon mustard is 100% the way to go here. You can experiment with different mustards, but I'd bet you'd land back on Dijon. If you don't, please let me know the mustard of your choice. And then add salt and pepper. About twice as much salt to pepper. I think freshly cracked pepper adds something here, but don't feel tied down to that. Then we're going to emulsify it so it becomes a salad dressing. Emulsify is just a fancy way of saying shake it around a ton until it all comes together. Now remember, you can take or leave any part of this salad. I love kale. There, I said it. It truly made a difference just learning to rub it the right way. Maybe this is too much work for a salad for you, so use spinach. I also like using kale in this recipe because it'll last longer in the fridge than most other lettuces. I use about a handful for every serving I expect, then cover it in about half the dressing and get to squishing. You are just breaking the fibers down to make for a more delicate bite. After breaking it down, you'll have less than half of what you started with. That's okay. We're adding more things in. In one of my last videos, my knife wasn't sharpened enough. Not gonna happen again. Attempt at your own risk. For our add-ins, to make this a holiday salad, I'm going to wash and slice up an apple. If I was making this for a weeknight dinner, I would slice the apples to bite size. But since it's a holiday edition, I want them to be visible and look a little fancy. Also, the vinaigrette we made earlier will keep these from going brown in the fridge. Then I'm going to slice up some red onions. Same thing here. I'm keeping them long so that they look pretty. I would say to use about half as much red onion as apple for at least my taste palette, but listen to your own. In fact, some of you may hate red onions. Leave them out. They provide a balance to the sweetness if that's something you're looking for. Then I cubed up some pitted dates. The larger the pieces are, the more your teeth can sink into them. I just do a rough chop to get their delicious flavor in. Cranberries or pomegranate seeds would both work, and they would also help to balance out the sweetness. Then I'm going to crumble in some goat cheese. I started with half the block, but by the time I was done making it, I had added the whole thing in. It's so creamy and also adds tart and sweetness. Then to make it a proper salad, I added in shaved Brussels sprouts. Did you guys know that the proper plural of Brussels sprout is Brussels sprout? Dumb. Feel free to say whichever version your heart desires. Then pour in the rest of the dressing and toss the salad. I like to use my hands, but you can use whatever utensils you want. Taste it. See what you think. Add more sweetener if you need that, or more apple cider vinegar. You can also put in more dates or whatever else to make your perfect bite. You saw how quickly the salad came together with your own 2 little hands. Here are a few of my tips to make that salad even quicker. You could buy a premix and make it as is. If you put it in a bowl before you arrive, no one will be the wiser. And if you don't care, don't even worry about bringing a bowl. You brought a salad to dinner. You were already incredibly responsible. And here are a few things that you can add in to make that your own. Sweeten it up with extra sugar, dates, and cranberries. Add in some shredded rotisserie chicken if you're looking for some extra delicious protein. Throw in some walnuts or pecans. Extra points if they're candied. And then you're putting your own spin on it and making it even more delectable. But don't feel any pressure. This is your holiday meal, and you get to put as much effort and as much fun into it as you want to. And remember, guys, it starts with a bite.